Namaste, namaskaram, vanakkam, namo namaha, Jai Ganesh. The 7 deadly social sins. Gandhi wrote about these in the early 1900s, but they are said to have originated from an Anglican priest in the 1800s, Frederick Donaldson. And of course, we can learn from many areas of life and many individuals. That doesn't mean we ascribe to everything that they do. If we look at these 7 deadly social sins, and a sin is a transgression, something that's harmful to us and to others, we can see that these are 7 areas of life that, to one degree or another, all of us are involved in. Wealth, pleasure, politics, religion, commerce, science, knowledge. Most are self-explanatory. Wealth, pleasure, politics. Even if we think we're not involved in politics, we are on the receiving end of what politicians do. Religion. Even if we think we are not involved in religion, we are on the receiving end of what other religious people believe. And it certainly comes into play in marriages, birth ceremonies, death ceremonies. Commerce, science. We're on the receiving end of scientific discoveries. And knowledge. 7 areas of life in which we are all involved. Wealth, pleasure, politics, religion, commerce, science, knowledge. Where these become transgressions or the 7 deadly social sins is when we have wealth without work. The spoiled child syndrome, or the many negative means that people use to pursue wealth, dishonest means, wealth without work. Pleasure, important in life, but pleasure without consciousness, the hedonist, too much excessive pleasure. Politics, without principles. Unfortunately, we see far too much of this. Sometimes difficult to discern what a person truly believes and what is just politically expedient. Religion, without sacrifice. Sacrifice is sacred doing. In other words, if we say we are something, and in this case, belonging to a specific religion, and we do nothing about it, then that becomes a deadly social sin. In life in general, we do not want to be an in-name only person. So, for example, if someone claims to be a Hindu, we want to be working for the betterment of the Hindu yoga dharma. Support the mandirs. Study the dharma. Don't be a Hindu in name only. Religion without sacrifice. Commerce without ethics. Dishonesty in the business world. Far too frequent. Science without humanity. Creating weapons of mass destruction, for example. In the past, performing scientific experiments on people without their knowledge. And last but not least, knowledge without character development. In other words, if we have achieved a certain mastery in a subject area, and we haven't subsequently developed our character, we can use this knowledge to put other people down and to elevate oneself, creating the intellectual narcissist. So while in life we are all involved to one degree or another in wealth and pleasure and politics and religion and commerce and science and knowledge, let's try and avoid the 7 deadly social sins of wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, politics without principle, religion without sacrifice, commerce without ethics, science without humanity, and knowledge without character development. Om Tattvam Asi. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi.